Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. I hope that you are all fine with the grace of Almighty Allah. And today we are back with the lesson number 13 of your textbook, which is All the World is a Stage, written by William Shakespeare. As I have already forwarded you the short biography of the writer, you need to go that biography thoroughly. But let me mention here a few points. The first point is that William Shakespeare was an English, by English we mean that he was born in England, okay? An English poet, playwright, and actor. What does it mean? So poet is clear to you, huh? One who writes poems. Playwright means a writer who writes plays, or who writes dramas, okay? And actor, you know, a person who acts in a play. So why is the word actor mentioned here? Because in London, it is given also on your book, in London he opened a company of actors, okay, and it was named as Lord Chamberlain's Men, okay, and he himself was an actor, and about he wrote 37 to 38 plays and 154 sonnets, 154 short poems. Now regarding his career, it is clear that he wrote comedies, that is, comedy is a work full of pleasure that makes us laugh, that's funny. He wrote tragedies, sad stories, okay, he wrote adventurous stories, he wrote romantic stories, etc. And one thing more important here is that he was born in Stratford upon Avon. That was a marketplace, remember that, or market town. Stratford upon Avon was a medieval market town in England. He was born there, okay? And one thing more important is there, that you have to remember the name of some of his famous dramas like Othello, King Lear, Macbeth is there, Hamlet is there, Julius Caesar is there, etc. Okay, these are some of his most famous plays. Now when we talk about All the World is a Stage, it is extracted from one of the plays written by William Shakespeare, and the name of the play is As You Like It, written in 1599, okay? So this poem is actually a speech that appears in the play. Now what does the speech tell us, or what does the poem tell us? That is very interesting. So in this poem, All the World is a Stage, William Shakespeare compares the life of human beings and this world with a stage. Now he compares world with stage and human being as a player or as an actor who plays a role in this drama. It means that he considers that our life is just like a play, our life is just like a drama, and we human beings are players, are characters who play their roles in the drama, in the play of life. Okay, let's move towards fast reading of the textbook. It is like this: all the world is a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and no man and one man in this time plays many parts, his acts being seven ages. At first, the infant, mewling and puking in the nurse's arms. Then, the whining schoolboy, with his satchel and shining morning face, creeping like snail unwillingly to school. And then the lover, sighing like furnace, with a woeful ballad made to his mistress's eyebrow. We shall stop here. So, what does William Shakespeare, the poet, tell us here? He compares human life and he tells that human life has seven stages. Or we can say that a human being lives, or a human being has seven ages throughout his life. Okay, now he mentions them one by one. We shall move to first three stages. The first stage is that, but before moving to stage, the poet introduces human life. He tells us that all the world is a stage, that the whole world is just like a stage, okay, and all men and women merely players, and we, men and women, they are players who play their role on the stage. They have their exits and entrances. What do you mean by exit? It means that they die differently, and entrance here means they get born differently. Okay, the places are different and the ways are different. And one man in his time plays many parts. In his time means in throughout the life. A person throughout life plays different parts. Okay, his acts being seven ages, and he tells that a person has seven ages, or we can say that there are seven actors in this play. Okay, so he compares the human life with the play. You need to be very attentive because there may be a question on examination. He compares the whole life with the play and he tells that there are seven acts in the play. Let me tell you that when we talk about a play, it has different actors and different scenes. Inshallah, when the time comes, I will show you in the classroom. But जो प्ले होता है, ठीक है, जैसे हमारी बुक में चैप्टर्स होते हैं, इसी तरह एक प्ले में होते हैं एक्ट्स. प्ले क्या होता है? एक बुक होती है, ठीक है, और इस बुक में, इस प्ले में एक्ट्स होते हैं डिवीजन के लिए. आर गेटिंग मी? सो वी यूज़ कर्टन्स. जैसे हम स्कूल में भी कभी ड्रामा करते हैं, प्ले करते हैं, तो फिर एक्ट को चेंज करने के लिए या सीन को चेंज करने के लिए, सीन को चेंज करने के लिए हम कर्टन यूज़ करते हैं, पर्दे यूज़ करते हैं. तो एक्ट जो है बेटा, इट इज़ ए मेजर डिवीजन इन ए प्ले एंड सीन इज ए माइनर डिवीजन इन ए प्ले. ठीक है, ऐसे मैं आपको समझाता हूँ बेटा. एक प्ले में एक्ट होता है, इस एक्ट में सीन होता है. ओके, आर यू गेटिंग मी? So now he tells us that this life is like a play having seven acts. How does now he explain the human life? Let's see. The first age or the first stage of human life is that he's an infant, a baby. Okay, when he's born. So a person gets entrance इस स्टेज पे आने के लिए बेटा, जो ये प्ले है, जिंदगी लाइफ का जो खेल है, इस पे आने के लिए पहले क्या होता है? इंसान को जन्म लेना पड़ता है. अ बेबी गेट्स बॉर्न. ओके, द फर्स्ट स्टेज इज द स्टेज ऑफ इन्फेंसी. ओके, म्यूलिंग. एंड व्हेन अ चाइल्ड इज बॉर्न इट्स जस्ट क्राइज. मगर जो बच्चे की क्राई होती है उसमें उतनी जान नहीं होती है. ठीक है, इट मीन्स दैट अ बेबी वीक्स बट विद अ वीक साउंड. ओके, one thing more, and puking in the nurse's arms. Puke means vomit. Okay, It means that when a baby sucks milk from mother's breast, sometimes he vomits this milk. ठीक है, vomiting करता है. And what next? It means that at the very beginning, a person gets born, he drinks mother's milk or nurse's milk. Then the child turns into a school boy, that is second age. फिर ये बच्चा जो है बड़ा होता है, ठीक है, ये दूध पीता है, बड़ा होता है. तो जब ये मूव फॉरवर्ड करता है, द इन्फेंट इज नाउ चेंज्ड इनटू ए स्कूल बॉय. जैसे आप हैं बेटा, आप भी स्कूल बॉयज एंड स्कूल गर्ल्स हैं, तो आप ये जो लाइन्स हैं आप पे लिखी गई है. व्हाट हैपेंस इन दिस स्टेज, क्या होता है सुनिए. विद हिज सैचल एंड शाइनिंग मॉर्निंग फेस. तो स्कूल बॉय क्या करता है. सैचल मीन्स ए बैग, ए स्कूल बैग, जिसके स्ट्रिप्स होते हैं, इसको हम शोल्डर पे रखते हैं. हाँ, नाउ दिस स्कूल बॉय कैरीज स्कूल बैग, हैवी स्कूल बैग, and whenever he gets up early in the morning, his face is just like sun. The face shines at the morning. Okay, it means that the boy looks very energetic, very handsome, very beautiful. Okay, creeping like snail. हाँ, ये सेंटेंस आप पे फिट होता है. creeping like snail, unwilling to go to school. जो ये स्कूल बॉय होता है, he creeps like snail. It means that he is not eager, he is not willing to go to school. बहाने ढूंढता है, लीव एक्सक्यूज ढूंढता है स्कूल जाने के लिए. आज ये है, वो है, मैं नहीं जाऊँगा. ठीक है, तो मगर जाना होगा, पेरेंट्स, वो तो आपको पता ही है. नाउ एंड देन व्हाट हैपन्स नेक्स्ट आफ्टर स्कूलिंग खत्म हो गई. What happens next is that he turns a lover. Okay, he becomes a lover. He is married to a girl and vice versa. He turns a lover. He marries a girl. And in the praise of one's beloved, he or she writes poems. Okay, about the beauty of his beloved, and he compares his beloved with different things through a ballad, through a poem, and he praises the beauty of his mistress, his beloved. He praises his eyebrow and his or her beauty. Okay, it may be both. It may be that it means that a woman writes about the beauty of her beloved, and a man writes about the beauty of his beloved. You got it? So these are the three stages explained by William Shakespeare. Inshallah, we shall move forward in the next lecture. Till then, take care and fi amanillah.